Good morning. As you can probably tell by my eyes, I just woke up, and in the 7 hours that I was asleep, we've seen Matt Chapman get traded to the Blue Jays, Kyle Schwarber sign with the Phillies, Seiya Suzuki signed with the Chicago Cubs. We have tons of rumors flying around. Chris Sale fractured his ribs. Maybe the Red Sox are now going to get Freddie Freeman. There's so much going on here. I have a flight in a few hours that I have to catch. I'm going to Texas. This is going to be a crazy, crazy day. And apologies real quick if there's not as many pictures and graphics and video as normal, because again, I am on a time crunch here. I have a flight in a few hours, and I still want to get you a video where I'm talking about Matt Chapman to the Jays, where I'm talking about Kyle Schwarber to the Phillies, where I'm talking about Seiya Suzuki to the Cubs, and whatever else happens in this 10 to 15 minute time window where I'm recording this video. So if you guys do enjoy this, really just help me out by dropping a like on the video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content coming at you. Get in the comment section down below. Let me know what you're thinking about this Matt Chapman trade, as well as the Schwarber signing and Seiya Suzuki, and follow me on all my social media at GiraffeNeckMarc, links in the description. And I want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Factor. Factor makes meeting your diet and nutrition goals a snap by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian designed meals right to your doorstep. Factor offers a ton of meal options as well: keto, calorie smart, chef's choice, vegan plus veggie options that include seafood, meat, and even plant-based meals. Their meal plans have a huge range. You can get 4 meals or up to 18 meals per week depending on what fits your needs, and you can easily skip a week if you need to. And for someone like me who's a little busy, Factor is perfect. Their meals come pre-prepared, and it only takes about 2 minutes to heat up, cook, and I have a delicious tasting meal right in front of me that gives me everything I need. Factor is now owned by HelloFresh as well, and with a wider array of meals to choose from, there's something for everybody. I love switching between brands based on what I want, and now my viewers can enjoy both brands at a discount with me. So make sure you head to go.factor75.com/giraffe120 and use code giraffe120 to get $120 off. Head to go.factor75.com/giraffe120 for $120 off. Of course, link is in the description. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Oh my goodness, this has been a wild morning. I did not expect to see these 3 big moves by the time I wake up. First, let's talk about Matt Chapman going to the Toronto Blue Jays, which, whoa, what a move for Toronto. Toronto has already made some massive moves this offseason. Right now, grabbing Matt Chapman to play third base every single day for them makes me believe that right now, the Toronto Blue Jays are the favorite team in the American League East. Yes, I'm saying it. The way it currently stands, the way the rosters currently are, the Blue Jays are the best team, and here's why. Matt Chapman not only gives them a boost offensively, but defensively, Matt Chapman, as we know, is one of the, if not the best third baseman with the glove in all of Major League Baseball. And it's not that the Blue Jays necessarily didn't have good third basemen or haven't been playing guys over there that have been successful, but Matt Chapman is a really, really big upgrade, because at points, Matt Chapman was one of the top 5 third basemen in all of baseball. Now, last year he did struggle a little bit with the bat, but he had the weird hip thing going on, and again, he plays in Oakland. I feel like him going to Toronto in a much more powerful lineup, in a much more competitive team in the AL East, Matt Chapman's game is going to be able to shine. Now, of course, there's going to be growing pains. He's not a guy who's going to hit 300. He's not a guy who's going to light up the score sheets in terms of hits, but he has the power. He gets on base. He's going to have pretty good slugging percentage, like he's a doubles home run guy. Matt Chapman is going to be a huge addition to this Toronto Blue Jays lineup. I absolutely love this move. I've been saying forever that the Blue Jays should trade for like Ketel Marte or Jose Ramirez, but Matt Chapman makes a ton of sense. The Oakland A's are on a fire sale, and again, Oakland A's fans, I'm so sorry, because your owner and your management has no interest in fielding a competitive team, but for Blue Jays fans, you should be absolutely pumped. You got a top 10 third baseman in Major League Baseball to slot next to Bo Bichette. At first base, you got Vladdy. I mean, this lineup's going to be absolutely loaded. We're going to just go through it real quick, like 1 through 9. Listen to what it sounds like. According to Fangraphs, you got George Springer leading off, Bo Bichette in the 2-hole, Vladdy in the 3, Teoscar in the 4, Lourdes Gurriel 5, Matt Chapman 6, Randall Grichuk 7, Kevin Biggio 8, and then Danny Jansen, Alejandro Kirk 9th, with Espinal on the bench. The pitching staff, I really, really like what the Blue Jays did here with Matt Chapman. This move's huge. There's a world where Matt Chapman pops off and becomes the player that we thought he was going to be, despite the disappointing season last year. I mean, 2019, 36 homers, 36 doubles, 91 RBIs, and an 848 OPS playing in Oakland, which was good for an OPS plus at 127. We saw him at the OPS plus at 137 in 2018. 2020, 120 OPS plus, again, 37 games, so a small sample. The hip clearly bothered him at points during the 2021 season. And while his average was all over the place last year, there's no doubt, the power really did start to heat up in the second half of the season. So yes, there are some concerns here with Matt Chapman, but still, at the end of the day, you're getting a top 10 third baseman in baseball. You're getting arguably the best defensive third baseman in the league, and you're getting a guy who has the offensive potential and the offensive firepower to be a 30-30 guy with home runs, doubles, and close to 100 RBI. So when you put that whole package together inside this Blue Jays lineup where he doesn't need to carry the weight, where he doesn't need to be the big hitter, I absolutely love this move for the Toronto Blue Jays. Right now on paper, I'm pretty comfortable saying I think they're the best team in the American League East. This is a huge, huge pickup for them. They are putting themselves right now in the forefront of the American League East race, in the American League race. This team is scary, scary good, and Matt Chapman's a great addition. Now, in terms of what the Oakland A's got back, not gonna lie, I don't think it's enough. I know Matt Chapman's a free agent in 2024, just like Olsen was. I'm really disappointed. I thought they were going to be able to get more. Granted, they got 4 prospects here, but I thought there was going to be at least one bigger name. Gunnar Hoagland, I feel like, kind of is the big name. He was the first round pick by the Toronto Blue Jays last year. A guy who, if he didn't have Tommy John surgery, had a chance to be a top 10 pick, had a chance to crack like the top 8. He had really, really good stuff at Ole Miss, but of course, the Tommy John surgery dropped his value a little bit because it's just another year that you're going to have to wait to develop Gunnar Hoagland, but he is really, really good. He was one of the top pitchers in college baseball when he was healthy. There's definitely something there. And again, we know that Tommy John surgery is not the death sentence that it once was. In fact, pitchers have come back stronger, have come back healthier, and have looked better than they once did even before they got the Tommy John surgery. So it's really not a deterrent anymore, outside of the idea that you now have a full year to wait for full development of Gunnar Hoagland. But he's a really good prospect. That's going to be the headliner in my eyes, because I think he's the guy who has the most potential and the highest ceiling, and he's probably the best prospect in this trade. They also traded over Kevin Smith, who you might have saw get a little bit of a cup of coffee last year with the Toronto Blue Jays. Shortstop, third baseman, came from the University of Maryland. He's about 24, 25 years old. He's MLB ready, so he probably will be the opening day shortstop for the Oakland A's. And to be fair, just a few days ago, I did say, what did Oakland need? They need to get stronger up the middle, and they got their shortstop essentially here with Kevin Smith. He's worth a shot. He should play every day. He should start opening day. He might even play third base for them. Who knows? But Kevin Smith has some good stuff. He's put up some good numbers in the minors. He's a good hitter. Again, I'm not really sure what his ceiling is, but that was also because he was in Toronto, and Bo Bichette is obviously going to be there for a long time. He's a guy I actually had a card of last year, and I ended up flipping him once he got called up because, make some money. But to me, the fact that the Blue Jays did not have to give up a Groshans, didn't have to give up an Orelvis, didn't have to give up any of the big pitching prospects, outside of Gunnar Hoagland, who again, Tommy John surgery, so there's going to be a little bit of delay in his development. I think this is still an absolute W for them. And then the other two guys that they got rid of, Zach Logue, who again looks like a major league ready pitcher. He's 25, 26 years old, made 17 starts in AAA last year. He looks good. He looks fine. He's an MLB ready pitcher, something the Oakland A's clearly are prioritizing. Everybody who's anybody on this team who has any sort of sliver of value is going to be traded. Again, I'm so sorry, A's fans. This sucks. This is the worst. And then the last guy I'm going to mention is Kirby Snead, who's 27 years old. Oh my gosh, what? And he's a relief pitcher. Oakland. This is the trade that Oakland did. No disrespect to William Kirby Snead or Zach Logue or Kevin Smith or Gunnar Hoagland, but for Matt Chapman, I really, really thought there was going to be a lot more involved here. The Blue Jays made out like bandits. I'm just going to say it. The Blue Jays made out like bandits, and the Oakland A's owners should be forced to sell. Oakland A's fans, this is not right. This isn't fair. The fact that you had a team that was capable of winning, that was capable of making a push, and instead of getting better actively, he decided, no, let's tear it down, let's trade it, and then not even get that much back? Absolutely despicable. That's not okay. I think the Oakland A's owner should be forced to sell. This is not great. This is not great. Moneyball baseball, love it, but this sucks. This is not good for baseball in terms of the West Coast, in terms of Oakland A's fans. I feel really bad for you guys. This is, I don't want to call it a fleecing, because that's not right, but man, the Toronto Blue Jays got Matt Chapman for essentially nothing. Nothing that's ever going to really hurt them in my eyes. Fantastic move by Toronto. Oakland, I feel bad for you guys. And then we got other moves to talk about here. I'm still going to click around and look and make sure I'm not missing anything, but Kyle Schwarber signs with the Phillies on what looks like a 4-year, roughly $80 million contract, and I now understand why the Mets did not go after Kyle Schwarber. A long-term contract like that, or a longer-term contract, it's kind of the middle, that 4 years, $20 million a year, just doesn't feel like where the money should be spent by the New York Mets. And for the Phillies, this is a good pickup. The Phillies need help. They don't have very many capable major league players on that roster right now, but they do have that top-end talent. Something that I've been talking about all offseason is that the Phillies have that top-end talent, they lack in depth. And think about it. Rhys Hoskins, Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto, Kyle Schwarber, oh, and Gene Segura. I forgot Gene Segura, my bad. 5. Those 5 are all good. Those 5 are all top 10 in their position, right? They're all very good at what they do, but the drop-off is massive after that. You're looking at Didi playing short, Bohm, who struggled massively playing third base, Odubel Herrera's in center, Matt Vierling in the outfield, Johan Camargo, Luke Williams, Adam Hazley. Like, the depth of this team is scary, scary bad, but they do have 5 top 10 players in each of their position, some even better in their lineup. So their top 5 is going to be really, really tough. It's going to be one of the better top 5s in the entire National League, but the depth is scary. So if anything happens, this Phillies team is screwed, and I got to imagine they're still not done, but boy, do they spend a lot of money on the top end of their team. And then in terms of pitching, again, they're really solid with Wheeler, Nola, and Kyle Gibson. Of course, Ranger Suarez. Zach Eflin is always going to be a part of the conversation as well. And they went out and got some bullpen help. So yeah, the Phillies have improved, but they're still just, they're missing that firepower. They're missing that punch. And let me tell you something that they're definitely missing. Defense. Defensively, this team is going to be atrocious. I mean, one of the worst defensive teams we might ever see on a baseball field. In the grand scheme of things, they're still going to be able to get outs. It's just their pitchers are going to have to pitch almost perfect to get any sort of really, really good outcomes. And you're going to have to get a lot of strikeouts as well. This defense behind the Phillies pitching staff is rough. Kyle Schwarber probably slots in as their DH, but he's probably going to play a little outfield. He's gotten better, but he's not great out there still. And I mean, Odubel Herrera, Matt Vierling, there's still some big concerns with this Phillies lineup, but 1 through 5, they have one of the strongest in Major League Baseball and definitely in the National League. So you got to give it to them there. Kyle Schwarber, someone I wanted on the Mets, someone a lot of people wanted on their team. He's going to hit like 40 home runs in Philadelphia. In that bandbox, I'm terrified to face Kyle Schwarber in this lineup. Terrified. And then the last and final move, Seiya Suzuki. We've been waiting on him. The Japanese phenom coming over from the NPB. He was the talk of the town before the season started. The lockout happened. Everyone kind of forgot. But Seiya Suzuki is coming to Major League Baseball, and it's for the Chicago Cubs. As Ken Rosenthal reports, 5 years, $85 million. It's the highest number for a Japanese position player coming to Major League Baseball, and the second largest behind Tanaka's $155 million contract with the New York Yankees. I really like this move for the Cubs. I think Seiya Suzuki is going to be a really, really good baseball player. I like his swing. I like his arm. I like his power. I like his pop. I like his bat-to-ball skills. Everything that I've seen from Seiya Suzuki leads me to believe that he will not only just be a capable Major League Baseball player, but he has the potential to be a really, really good one. Like, I'm talking all-star caliber player. And honestly, on this 5-year, $85 million contract, especially for a foreign player, and we know how big and popular they become, especially if they are good, which Seiya Suzuki should be, the Cubs are going to make this money back on this contract tenfold. Like, I actually think that this is a really nice addition. The Cubs are slowly, quietly putting together a capable Major League Baseball lineup. I mean, grabbing Stroman on the pitching side was nice. You still have Hendricks. You still have some nice, interesting young pitchers on the pitching side. And then offensively, like, Schwindel's pretty decent. Patrick Wisdom's going to be pretty good at third. Andrelton Simmons, while I don't think he's very good anymore, at shortstop, at least you get solid defense. You still have Wilson Contreras. You have Ian Happ. I'm sure I'm forgetting some guys, but grabbing Seiya Suzuki, putting him into that lineup, Nick Madrigal, Nico Horner, like, this team is actually not as bad as we once thought. They might be a third-place team right now. You still got the Pirates and the Reds in that division, who stink. Cubs are making a push. I kind of like it. I kind of respect it. Carlos Correa, I don't think is still out of play. I'm just saying, I don't think Carlos Correa is completely out of play just yet for the Cubs. But Seiya Suzuki, really nice signing. I wish I had a little more time to go in depth with him, maybe tomorrow or a video later on. But I got a flight to catch here, guys, in a few hours, so I need to wrap this one up here. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy the content so you don't miss out. Get in the comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking about all these moves, and make sure you're following me on all my social media at GiraffeNeckMarc. Again, sorry if it feels rushed, but I have a flight to catch literally in a few hours, so I gotta get this video out for you. Thank you guys for watching. You know the drill from here on out. If you did not see this video yesterday, it's a banger. Buy or sell with Foolish Baseball. You need to watch it, as well as this is my reaction to the Matt Olson trade yesterday. So click through those if you have not yet seen them. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all maybe later or tomorrow for another video. Bye!